beautiful day in Minneapolis, the last of the Concacaf Gold Cup quarterfinals between the United States and Costa Rica.
One change in the back line. Max Arston coming in back at the left back position ahead of John Tolkien. Keylor Navas in goal. 120th appearance for Costa Rica, the experienced man.
Carlos Mora, no relation to Joseph Mora. Looking to reset a slip from Luna. Mora picks it up now. Arston backing off. Able to block the cross. And an awkward challenge as Arston goes in. It's a penalty for Costa Rica.
Well, it comes off a misplayed ball around midfield, and all of a sudden now Arston's going back, defending with a bit of panic. It was cleared initially, and then you referenced both the slip from Luna, and then I wonder if Arston just gets caught here as he's trying to lunge for this ball. No, it's just a reckless tackle. Kicks straight in the leg of Vargas. Absolutely a penalty. It's the underside of his body. He's trying to clear it. Vargas is clever by getting his body in front to draw the contact.
That freeze between him and an early lead for Costa Rica here in Minneapolis. And it's in! Freeze got a hand to it, but he couldn't keep it out. And Costa Rica have the early lead.
It was Arston who gave away the penalty, and there was a long wait with Calvo standing over the ball. And Freeze goes the right way. Read the body shape of Calvo. It was just hit with enough power that he couldn't keep it out with that left hand. As the players that cannot play a part today watching on nervously. There's Calvo. Look at Freeze, he's already leaning. Gets a good step on it and just can't push it past the post. Ends up taking a little knock off the post, but into the back of the net. Costa Rica first attack, creating a penalty.
Just half an hour played in the home of the Vikings in Minneapolis. And the early penalty goal for Francisco Calvo's the difference. Tillman from Ajamon to the byline, cutting it in front. It's going to find Alex Freeman now. Freeman cutting it back. It was the wrong side of Berhalter's run.
Well, Tillman is still down inside the box, and he was signaling to the bench the signal for VAR. And I wonder if he feels he took a really hard and late tackle after he crossed that ball into the box. But it was a nice move. Again, this is where the U.S. are having success with Tillman and Luna high alongside Ajamang to begin. They're dropping a little bit deeper. So you can see actually the cleat into the leg of Tillman as he gets this ball into the box. Look at that, into the back of his left leg from Vargas.
Well, the VAR would only be sending down this play if the VAR was saying that the recommendation is that it should be a red card. Obviously, the ref hasn't seen it that way, but when he sees this replay, despite the fact that Tillman has already crossed the ball, he gets viciously fouled in the back of the leg. And that's really dangerous. You have to protect the players. I think we might see a red card here and a penalty.
Penalty.
Tillman had a lot of time to think about this. Navas with the gamesmanship as, oh, here we go.
Now it's really blowing up here.
But Navas so active on his line, you wonder if he pushes, just puts him off at that moment. Then Navas gets up and makes a fantastic save on Arston, trying to bend that ball to the back post. And then I'm sure just a bit of jawing from Vargas there and Tillman for missing, and then there's Arston getting involved. Bodies flying down. Freeze coming over and consoling Tillman. And I think that'll be the message. The U.S. are finding good ways to create goal-scoring opportunities.
Arston from Tillman. Arston for Luna. Diego Luna! Deflected! It's in! Diego Luna! First international goal! And we're all tied up in Minneapolis!
This is just such a great example of the perseverance and the continued opportunities that the U.S. are making. Arston picks up a good position, good outlet ball initially. That ball was probably going wide, but it doesn't matter. Luna gets it off the foot with the laces, with power, takes a wicked deflection, and into the back of the net past Keylor Navas. He had one that he was denied that ends up going to Adjumang in the first game. Didn't get his first international goal, but he does now at an important moment for this U.S. team after trailing.
Richards looks at into Tillman. Wrong side of Adjumang, but he's able to get back to him. Malik Tillman gets away. Malik Tillman hands it off. Here's Max Arston who scores! Max Arston, his first career international goal. 90 seconds into the second half, the U.S. have the lead.
This is a terrific goal from the United States. And it's Tillman the key once again. Uses Adjumang as a bounce board, but able to find the pocket. Give credit to Chris Richards for threading that needle. Holds the ball up and then lays it on a platter. The weight of the pass so important here because it allows Max Arston to hit this ball first time. He opens up, hits the far side for his first international goal. And what a response from Arston. Gives away the penalty, has an assist on the first goal for the U.S., and now gives the United States the lead right at the beginning of the second half. And what a way for the U.S. to put the pressure back on Costa Rica.
Berhalter. The header's on front, what a save, and the rebound is clear. That was Chris Richards forcing a phenomenal save out of the 38-year-old Keylor Navas. Malik Tillman is going to be covered in bruises tomorrow. It's a U.S. corner.
If they can find a way to win this game, those bruises won't feel so bad. This is almost identical to the goal that the U.S. scored against Saudi Arabia. Berhalter to Richards. Richards gets in front of his man. A great header and an even better save. Credit to Keylor Navas keeping his team in the game as players are crashing the box. They're trying to get that third, and that's the right attitude. You still do it, again, with control. Good work from Adjumang.
Hands it off, Luca De La Torre. Patrick Adjumang dragged a bit wide. De La Torre goes down in the box. Back in, Max Arston picks it up. He clips it up. It's off the crossbar. It ends up out. There might be a VAR look in there as well. And it looks like it's been given as a corner for the U.S.
Yeah, I think it came last off a Costa Rican defender. Good work from Adjumang. He stretched the field. De La Torre dumped it off to him. He's trying to cross that ball, but it takes a deflection off the body of Mora on the floor.
As the wave makes its way around. Carlos Mora. Two for company, and he splits some more. Fires, free, saves. Rebound still alive. And Costa Rica tied it. They hung around. They make the play. Alonso Martinez of New York City FC. Back to square one with 20 minutes to play in Minneapolis.
Well, it's actually a giveaway from the U.S. that starts this play. Tillman tries to jam a ball in an area that maybe it would have been better to keep possession and keep it going. Instead, now Costa Rica have an opportunity to get down the right side. De La Torre is trying to get back. He was laboring to get back from that initial play, but that's just two players completely beat there. You can't let that happen. You've got to shade Martinez wide, but instead, they allow him to come inside. Mora beats two guys straight off that side. Gets Arston to bite. De La Torre's dangling out a leg. He doesn't want to make a foul. Freese makes a good save at the near post, but now he's scrambling to get back. But that's really poor from a U.S. perspective, especially if you're 2v1. Force him down the line where it's not dangerous. Instead, he comes in, forces the shot, and then it's Martinez who follows that play up. And it's a great finish for him for his second goal of the tournament.
Each team has led tonight. Luna charging in. Adjumang. Tillman! Might have just taken a coat of paint off the crossbar on his way through.
Wow. Well, it's a great ball in from Luna. When they get Adjumang back to goal like this, he really does have a good sense for finding Tillman. Tillman runs off him. He knows he's looking for him. Takes this ball first.
What did Mauricio Pochettino tell us last night? I want to see how these guys handle the stress. How do they perform under pressure? Here you go, once again.
Now, what's his stress like right now, too?
Freeman had it blocked. Martinez off the outside of the post, and the rebound is cleared away.
answer when that shot came off the foot here of Martinez, because it's just not dealt with from Freeman. He turns, tries to blindly clear it, clears it into Alcacer, and it falls to Martinez. Freeze is just a passenger at this point. He can't do anything. He's frozen, and that ball he's watching and goes over. You might want to give that post a kiss, because it has kept the U.S. in it, an inch away from the U.S. going out here at the Gold Cup. They still have life. It's 2-2. You got to.
Ajimon, Damian Downs, great first touch. Downs running in. Downs takes the tackle just inside the box.
That one right there was just underneath his body, and he allowed them the late tackle to come in. And you can see that
before losing in the semifinal in a shootout. And we are going to go to a penalty shootout here in Minneapolis. Each team led. Neither team could win in regulation. It's the U.S. against Costa Rica. It's the opening shot of the penalty shootout in Minneapolis. That's right down the middle from Martinez. And he gets it in off the fingertips of the legend Keylor Navas.
there he goes, already out, extending out of his goal to close down the angle.
Tillman buries it. It looked like it was going to be saved. He was right there, and it came off Freeze's fingertips. And he missed it.
He just has a little bit of a stutter step before he goes to take this, before he took it. And right there, he looks up. And when Navas, you see him starting to lean and go the right way.
And again, fingertips from Freeze, but powerful enough from Brennis. And Freeman delivers. Saved!
Freeze decides not to move. He gambled that Calvo wasn't going to go low to the corner. He did before. He stayed strong in the middle. Calvo goes right down the middle.
Saved!
Was still on his line, which he was. What a save from Navas. That is, with the upper hand across, and then even bats the ball down to keep it out.
Saved!
He's gone the right way almost every single time. Has a little bit of a bounce before, and then he's leaning, he's going as this ball's coming off the foot. He's clearly, again, the left foot is dragging. His technique, his experience, it's showing right now.